heal a situation, or at least being direct. It's telling me something weird about my, hold on. I hope it gets this whole thing, because I want to read the Grail story of this particular card, because after pausing and reading the description, it's basically about all the things that we already talked about. So I'll post the image so that you can know that for yourself. But the Grail says, the alchemist represents the Grail as a sacrament and the radiance of your divine presence. The transmutation of the body and blood to bread and wine, or matter and spirit, occurs in the magical Grail of the Mother of God. In Christianity, this is Mary. The Jewish equivalent is Shekinah. Maya is mother of Buddha, the enlightened one. The spirit is dispensed from the Grail as a heavenly nourishment when the body and matter are distilled. The Grail, like Dante's mystic vase, is the ultimate image before passing beyond all form. The Grail Queen, Rapunzel, appears in 2 processions in the Parzival stories. When Parzival first sees her, he declares, "Her glance goes right to my heart." The Grail procession is a revelation of the mystic journey of the soul towards the monad, or spiritual source, where, like the Grail King and Queen, one lives the Grail vision in sublime radiance. The opposite side of the feminine, as the way to truth, is represented by Morgan Le Fay's treachery of Arthur. After Arthur defeats Accolon, Morgan goes to the abbey where Arthur sleeps with Excalibur in his hand. She takes his scabbard and proceeds to pass through a dark forest to a lake, where she throws the scabbard and proceeds to where she throws the scabbard so that Arthur can never recover it. Your danger may be in seeking to forcibly take what belongs to divine realms, which, by the way, is right timing. Guess what belongs to divine realms? Right timing. I know that drives humans wild, but that is the truest true that I know right now in my own life, especially. So let go and let life. I'm gonna have to just read that one more time. Your danger may be in seeking to forcibly take what belongs to divine realms. Accept the transmutation of your body and blood as spiritual forces enter into you. Spiritual considerations. What is my life about? Philosophical questions. What is this all for? Why is humanity this way? Why are we doing this to each other? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with that person? Which is basically saying what's wrong with the species of humanity, because that person was developed by the same processes in birth that you were. Trust the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of the Mother of God, and the Grail will nourish and sustain you. And for those of you who, recoil from these words, trust the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of the nature of existence, and life will nourish and sustain you. This is definitely one of the stranger readings that I have done. But I hope that it was useful in some sense to some people. And I thank you for being here and experiencing it with me. And we'll see if anything comes to me in writing. And yes, that is all. So happy summer solstice to you, 2017. And may you walk into whatever version of yourself where you belong. And may you be brave and constant and thorough and curious and compassionate along your journey. And may you be honest and transparent as possible, so as to limit the amount of confusion that is already taking place by charlatanism and speaking out of 2 tongues. We don't need to live in Babylon. We don't need to live in Babylon. We can use our words, and we can use our words to communicate to an understanding. That is absolutely possible. But we have to invest as much time in our ability to communicate and our ability to persevere through difficult conversations as we do to, killing our problems. So, yes, thank you, and goodbye.